What's up guys, welcome back to the course. In this video we're going to start our first project. So we're going to learn how to utilize the first feature, which is text to video generator. We're going to generate a video from text. All right, so before getting into the tutorial, let me remind you about the fill. So as you guys can see, my fill is 100, and for a new account that has been created, you're going to get 100 fuel, right? And then the more videos that you generate, obviously your fuel is going to be less and less, right? So every single time you generate a video or you generate an image, your fuel is going to be subtracted, right? So yeah, just keep that in mind. But the good thing about the fuel here, even though your fuel is empty, don't worry, you're going to get it back tomorrow, right? So it's going to be refuel every day. All right, so let's get started. So we're going to learn how to utilize this feature, text to video. We're going to generate video from text. And if you remember from my explanation in the previous video, actually when it comes to text to video generation, there will be two steps involved in the process. So the first step is going to be image generation. So the first thing that we're going to do is to generate image first. So I'm going to type in the prompt here and then click on generate image. Then the second step is going to be the video generation. So we're basically going to use the image that we generated previously, and then we're going to add some modifications, we're going to add some adjustment, and then we're going to generate the video based on the image that we generate previously. So that's how it works. So let's begin with the first step here. I'm going to type in the prompt. So let me give you the overview about what video that we want to create. So feel free to generate any video that you want, but for this tutorial I'm going to generate a video of transformation from a male from medieval ages, maybe 1600 1700 centuries, to a modern male who live in modern world like 2020 or 2023, right? So yeah, just gonna start with the first one here. A male from medieval ages wearing a traditional hat, something like this. And I think that's it. That's going to be my prompt. And if you go down here, you can change the size. So right in the middle, this is 1:1. On the left, you have 9:16. So if you want to upload your videos for TikTok or maybe YouTube Shorts, then you need to go with 9:16 because that's the size for TikTok and YouTube Short. And the right one here is 16:9. So this is the size for long YouTube videos or regular YouTube videos. And for this tutorial, I'm going to go with the right one, 16:9, because we're going to upload this video on Udemy, and obviously Udemy is very similar to regular YouTube video, and the size is going to be 16:9. But if you want to upload this video as TikTok videos or maybe YouTube short videos, then I will recommend you to go with 9:16. All right, so just gonna click on this, and then I'm going to check this auto style. You might be wondering like what auto style is. So if you want Genmo AI to be as creative as possible when it comes to styling your image, then I really recommend you to go with auto style. So just check this, right? Before clicking on generate image, it's good idea to reread this prompt, making sure that this is what you actually want, right? So a male from medieval ages wearing a traditional hat. So yeah, that's what I want. So I'm just gonna click on generate image, right? All right, cool. So now it's generating the image, and it might take a couple seconds or even minutes. So please be patient. I don't think it's going to take very long, but it really depends on the complexity of your request. Okay, cool. So now the image has been generated, as you guys can see. So yeah, cool. This is the image. And if you're satisfied with this image, just check this. All right, cool. So now we are entering the second step. So this is the video generation step. We're going to use this image and generate the video. So yeah, this is step 2, refine the story of your video. So your AI animations will start with this frame. So this is going to be like the initial scene of the video. We're going to need to describe like how we want the frames to look in the captions, and we also need to be as descriptive and clear as possible to let the AI know like what we want, right? And also feel free to add interesting artistic style. And the second one here, Genmo AI also provides you with video in painting features where you can color over backgrounds and objects to animate them, or let the Genmo animate the whole frame. But we're not going to use the video paint in painting in this tutorial because I've tried previously and the animations and the transition looks not really good. So I'm just going to let it natural. So yeah, as you guys can see, this is the descriptions for the first scene. This is what we wrote previously: a male from medieval ages wearing a traditional hat. And I'm going to add captions. So this is going to be like the second scene, like what we want this image to be transformed into, right? So I want this um, image to be transformed into a robot, right? So I'm going to type in like this: transform the male. I'm gonna fix this first to a modern robot face. Right, so that's what I want. And if you might be wondering like what does exclude mean? So it's kind of like a negative prompt. If you want to specify things that you want to be excluded from the video, then just type in here. So I don't want it to be double, I don't want it to be cropped. So yeah, just make sure that you add, other things that you want to be avoided, you want to be excluded from the video, right? So it's like a negative prompt. All right, cool. So if you still want to add under captions, you can do it. Um, but I think we're just gonna stick with these two captions, more than enough. And let's go to the customized options. Make sure that you pay very close attention because this is very important, guys. The first one here is the length, right? By default, it is set to be 2.5 seconds. I think it's too short. I'm going to make it 8 seconds. So that's like the maximum. But you need to keep in mind that the longer the duration is, then the more fuel it's going to take, right? So yeah, I think I'm fine with 8 seconds. And the second one here is the exploration. So if you want to increase the explorations for the faster changing or more chaotic animations, you want the animations to be more chaotic, more surprising, right? Then you might want to increase this a little bit more. I'm going to increase this to the maximum, like 100. And the dynamism here is to control like how fast the content changes. So if you want the content to be very dynamic, it changes every seconds, then you might want to make this maximum 100, right? But I'm going to go with 90, I guess. But there's also a quick reminder here that if you increase the dynamism to be very high, then there is a high potential that your content or your video to be blurred, right? So just keep that in mind. If that's the consequences that you're willing to accept, then go for it. But if you don't want it to be blurred, then I recommend you to go with 50. So I'm going to go with 90, I guess. Yeah, 90. And below we have smoothness. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Smoothness is, a tool where you can control the smoothness of the transition of your video. So I want it to be pretty smooth, so I'm going to increase this a little bit to 60, I guess. Yeah, 60. And down here you have edit with instructions, and also like seamless video loop. You can uncheck this if you don't want the video to be in loop, but I want the video to be in loop, so I'm going to check that. And if you go up here, let's do recheck before we click on make video. Make sure that all information's filled here align with what we want. Right. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. I'm just gonna click on make video and we'll see what's going to be the video, what's going to be the result. Hopefully it will not disappoint us, and we'll see what it looks like. All right, so I'm so curious and I'm so excited to know what the video will look like. So just wait, be patient. It might take you like a couple seconds or even minutes depending on the complexity of your requests. So yeah, be patient. So now it's processing. All right, it looks like it's still pending. All right, so it's still pending. Maybe I don't want the video to be very long, so I'm just gonna skip this part until it is processing, and I will return to the video. So I'll see you once this has been processed. All right, guys. So actually, the video is done. So as you guys can see, it looks really cool. The transition is really smooth. Look at these. So yeah, we can download it. So I'm just gonna click download. All right, so now it's downloading our video. It looks really cool. The transition is very smooth, and as you guys can see, it looks super cool, guys. So yeah, I'm just gonna save this on my folder, and I'll see you guys in the next video. We're going to learn image to video generation. That's going to be like the second feature that we will learn in this platform. So I'll see you guys there.